discussion in a few minutes. Let's a few more participants join us.
Hello everyone, this is Avinash Jha.
Yeah, Monica, we can start now.
Hello everyone, this is Avinash Jha.
And this is Monica Mukherjee representing Nishkaera. We are extremely excited to host this webinar, and we hope you are equally excited like us to be a part of this webinar.
So we welcome you all to our webinar on loan against shares and mutual funds in association with Abhiloans.
We thank you for taking time on weekend to join us today. First of all, I would like to welcome our speaker. We have Mr. Deepit Singh. Mr. Deepit Singh is with Abhiloans as a co-founder, a product of NAB Finance Advisory Private Limited. Mr. Deepit Singh has a master's in business administration with a specialization in finance from the Indian School of Business, Hyderabad, and a bachelor's in mechanical engineering from the University of Wisconsin, Madison. He plays the crucial role of director of finance for the group and has a twin responsibility and of overseeing the mining activities of Sara Group in Eastern Europe. His personal interests are collecting old records, golfing, and vintage cars.
So we have Mr. Mukesh Vijay Varghia, who is the founder of Nishkaera. Mr. Mukesh is a highly experienced professional with over 20 years of professional experience and has worked with top Indian companies like BG India, Reliance Industries, and Reliance Power, to name a few. He has associated with a few of startup companies at senior management level before starting his own venture Nishkaera, developing
Hello,
new
everyone.
businesses. Yeah, welcome Mukesh sir.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
We also have Mr. Saurabh Garg, who is also from the founding team of Nishkaera. Mr. Saurabh Garg is a CA, valuation expert, and a startup enthusiast. He has over 20 years of corporate experience in organizations like NTPC, Lanco, R Power, to name a few. We welcome you, Saurabh sir.
Thank you, Monica. And on behalf of Nishkaera, I welcome all the participants on this webinar.
We also have Mr. Raj, who is also the founding team member of Nishkaera. He's taking care of the technical aspects of Nishkaera, developing the Nishkaera platform, and also in strategic decisions of the company. So without making you to wait anymore, we would like to start the webinar with a brief presentation to our company, Nishkaera. I would request you, Saurabh sir, to make the presentation.
Thank you, Avinash. So first of all, whenever we do a business, then there is a requirement for that business. So the first is why we need a company like Nishkaera. Nishkaera is basically representing and our efforts to bring back the golden era, which we had before British time. as you are well aware that our country was being called Sone ki Chidiya. So why it was? It was because everybody was prosperous in that time. So accordingly, with the same vision, we have created this platform to provide the financial inclusion opportunities to all. When we talk about to all, if we are having a just a product platform, it is not possible to reach each and every person. So how we can do that? That we can achieve through the use of technology. As you are seeing, lot many startups are giving too much emphasis on technology. That is one of the reason they can provide, they can reach first of all to all, to the masses, and at the same time the speed and accuracy of any transaction goes very, very high. So with the same dream of financial inclusion on one side and providing the multiple good investment tools to our to general public, we have just started this platform that's called Nishkaera. Uh, now, what are the philosophies of Nishkaera? How we can be a true one-stop solution? So for becoming a one-stop solution, there is a three pillars to that. One is learn, second is invest, and third is grow. Like we are doing from our childhood. First, we try to learn anything before we move into that direction. Then, based on the learnings and knowledge which we have got from the various sources, we try to invest. And after the investment, we get our full in terms of the returns and the growth. So now the same philosophies we are having. So in the learn, we are providing a lot of learning knowledge to all so that they themselves can take decisions which products are good, bad, ugly, and accordingly they can choose the best product suiting to their requirement, their milestones, and they can invest. So now from a knowledge to an investment journey we are doing, and from investment to a growth journey, that is the second part which an individual will gain out of whatsoever the knowledge and product information he has gathered and invested. Uh, Now for the financial inclusion, we have talked about financial inclusion, financial product. So, but what kind of the products we do provide, or what kind of the services we provide? So for that, we are having a multiple opportunities to invest in. Uh, Typically, historically, India being a fixed income investment country, apart from real estate. So fixed income, that too in the form of FDs, PPFs, and something like that product where a person is just investing and keeping it grow. So there also, apart from fixed deposit, there are multiple products which all of us may not be well aware how they function and how we can increase our wealth with the use of those products. So that's why we have brought in bonds, NCD, P2P platforms, so that these are the new product, right? First of all. So, and these are giving much more than the fixed deposit returns if we are using them suitably and opting our partners properly. For anybody, the second most thing is to cover their risk, because in everything after COVID, I guess everybody has realized that there is nothing permanent in this. And anything can happen anytime. So better to cover our risk, whether it is relating to your life, whether it's non-life, maybe relating to your vehicle, or maybe relating to your health. So it's better to cover all of them for a better, so that one can fight with the unforeseen circumstances in future. Now, after the investment in fixed deposit and securing yourself, now comes to the loan side. When we are growing, typically we need various kinds of loan because of investments. Maybe something like how when we are buying a house or when we are doing something, that time we may be requiring a loan, or for other purposes also, for emergency funds we need a loan. So we are into the all type of loan, from secured loan to unsecured loan, and also to take care of your business requirements in terms of the supply chain, working capital, term loan, and so on and so forth. Last and not the least, in last 20 years, everybody has realized that there is a good potential to grow your wealth in through stock investments. Although we are not directly covering the stock investments, but the product we are providing is the pre-IPO company investments. So what the benefit of pre-IPO company investment is, probably you might have seen in last couple of new tech IPOs, whosoever invested early in those companies got the benefits of multiple increase in their wealth. So that's the benefit can also be available to you if a one person is investing after a proper evaluation and has that capacity to take risk for that time period. So that portion also we are covering, so that a person can increase its growth potential and quickly move to the other league. Those are about the products. Now coming to our services, what all services we are providing, as we highlighted earlier, that we are giving a lot of emphasis on the learning. So for the learning, it's easy to say, but it's very difficult to do. So for there, we need to do a multiple layered action, so that we are providing these informations to general public. So webinar, the current webinar which we are doing, that is also a part of our education initiative only. Apart from this, we are issuing multiple articles, we are issuing multiple magazines to all, so that everybody can understand the potential, what's happening in the market, what's not happening, and can keep themselves up to date in all terms, maybe relating to economy, maybe relating to the stock market, maybe related to the other things as well. So that's one. The second thing is, when I'm talking about and giving so much emphasis that stock markets and all that, if I'm not talking about our IPO watch and result analysis, that is incomplete without that. So what we are doing is, under these two, as and when there is an IPO, we are releasing our understanding of that IPO, whether it's a good, bad, ugly kind of a thing, and what the results happening, because results are a regular quarterly release which all the listed companies are required to do. In addition, we have released one very good tool which is called Financial Pulse, that is more relating to understand your current status of how good you are keeping your financial goals with respect to your investments. So that's how on the analysis part, that is more relating to the education and making a person understand what the current status is. In addition to that, we are having an advisory piece as well. In the advisory piece, it is a very customer curated kind of a thing based on the customary requirement. We provide all these things that may be relating to the tax advisory, financial advisory, research advisory, the startup advisory. So all those things on a broader note, we are providing. So in continuation to our strive to provide the best products to our customers, to our clients, we have tied up recently with the Abhiloans, Faircent, Turtlemint, Abans. So when we talk about these four companies are working in the four different arena. Abhiloan, this webinar is only basically to take care of the loans against shares and mutual fund. That's Abhiloan exactly doing that. The Faircent is mainly into the P2P platform, and for the P2P platform, we did our webinar 2 weeks back. The Turtlemint is more about the providing the better opportunities for covering one's risk. So Turtlemint is basically talking about the insurance and the assurance products. Last partnership we are having with the Abans group, that is more of a alternate investment fund and a structured finance fund. So we will be talking about all these products in couple of next webinars. So however, this webinar is more about loans against shares and mutual funds. So I would request Monica to to welcome our next guest speaker, Mr. Deepit Singh, who is a co-founder of Abhiloan, a product of NAV Financial Solutions.
Thank you, Mukesh. Thank you, Saurabh, for doing this with us. Um, I truly appreciate the opportunity. Monica, if you could please let me share my screen, I can then start presenting.
Mr. Deepit, your presentation is with us also, so you can show it from here if you want.
Sir, I would. There have been some changes, so I have an
Okay.
updated version. So if it's possible for me to share, it'll probably just be easier.
I think you can share it, yeah.
Lovely. Thank you, Mukesh. Thank you, Saurabh, again for letting us do this. Guys, I'm part of a company called Abhiloans. The brand name is called Abhiloans. The product is um, the legal NBFC is a company called NAP Finance Advising Private Limited. We we started in the year 2015 and we were doing digital SME lending, but we've recently pivoted to doing loan against securities. We are a RBI registered NBFC. We are currently only doing digital lending, and we are currently developing products that will allow us to bring the experience of digital lending to secured products. Our aim and our vision is to create liquidity for the Indian consumer in assets where the liquidity is currently locked. हमारे सबके साथ ये हुआ है that we've been कोई पैसे की जरूरत पड़ी हो and we have to sell some of our investments which is probably not the right time to sell them. So we are trying to bring an alternate to provide liquidity to those customers who need money without having to sell their investments. Mandeep and myself are the co-founders of this company. Like Monica very graciously mentioned, I come from a family business background. I ran some large businesses before, and I'm currently devoting all my time to Abhiloans. Mandeep is an IIT IIM graduate. He was the founder of the company, and he is also has vast experience in financial services. He's worked with Barclays, Citi, GE Capital, etc. We've been very lucky by God's grace to have a very good set of investors and advisors. On our advisory board are Nitin Malhan and Ranjan Sharma. Both of them have worked in some of the largest corporates in India and run large NBFCs or have run large NBFCs in the past. Nitin has worked with large private equity companies like Warburg Pincus and earlier was with McKinsey. So we are very lucky to have their guidance with us. मैं ये सारा कुछ इसलिए बता रहा हूँ because we are trying to build something which is going to last for a long time, and so we are surrounding ourselves with people who have a similar kind of vision. For this particular presentation, the product that we'll focus on is loan against shares and loan against mutual funds. And why did we do this, right? हमें ये लग रहा था यार कि the product for loan against shares and mutual fund, which is only available to HNI clients, is only available to people who have large portfolios and are private banking clients of banks, should be made available to the general public. Number of demat accounts is going up every year. It is in fact gone up 3 times in the last 7 years. But this general public, when they need money, the only option they have is to sell their shares or to sell their mutual funds. कोई SIP महीने महीने इतनी मुश्किल से करता है, and at the time of his need he has to break the bank to get the money out. So we said, why don't we create a service that will allow people to get liquidity when they need it for as long as they need it. So इस प्रोसेस को पहले जो बैंकों में और NBFC में it used to take about 7 to 10 days, यहाँ 4 to 14 लिखा है, but it used to be 7 to 10 days. It was only available for people who were borrowing 15 lakhs and above. EMI में पेमेंट करनी पड़ती थी. हमने ये सारा कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी के थ्रू चेंज कर दिया है. हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप फर्स्ट नेम से डॉक्यूमेंट साइनिंग तक की जर्नी 8 से 10 मिनट की है. एंड वी विल डिसबर्स मनी टू यू विद इन 4 आवर्स ऑफ योर डॉक्यूमेंट साइनिंग. इसमें हम सारा कुछ कर देते हैं. आपकी KYC हो जाती है, आपकी एप्लीकेशन हो जाती है, आपकी प्लेज मार्किंग हो जाती है, सब कुछ हो जाता है. In fact, right now, 83% of our clients are getting money in their hand within 2 hours of them putting their first name on our website. तो आप सोचोगे आप म्यूचुअल फंड बेचने भी जाते हो, आपकी T+2 की सेटलमेंट है और हम आपको 2 घंटे में आपके हाथ में पैसे दे देते हैं. So this is our promise. And if we don't meet this promise, we are willing to waive off 50% of your processing fees. So we are so confident of our process. Secondly, आपको जो लोन चाहिए आप लीजिए. आपको 15,000 चाहिए, 20,000 चाहिए, 50 लाख चाहिए. We are agnostic to how much you want. आप कहाँ बैठे हो, हमें उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. It's a fully digital process. आप विशाखापट्टनम में हो, कोयम्बटूर में हो, लखनऊ में हो, गुवाहाटी में हो, it's irrelevant. आपको घर से नहीं निकलना, आपको अपने कंप्यूटर पे ये काम करना है, and computer or mobile, and we'll be able to disburse regardless of where you are. So there's no going to a bank branch, there is no filling out of forms, there is none of that. सब कुछ ऑनलाइन होता है. सेकेंडली सर, हमने ये जो प्रोडक्ट बनाया है, इसमें हम ये कहते हैं कि आप महीने का हमें सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट दीजिए. हम ये नहीं कहते कि आप हमें महीने की EMI दीजिए, आप हमें महीने का सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट दीजिए, so that your cash burden reduces dramatically. आप मेरे से पैसे ले रहे हैं क्योंकि आपको पैसे की जरूरत है, तो मैं आपकी लाइफ आसान करना चाहता हूँ कि जब आपके पास पैसे आएंगे आप मेरे को वापस करना है. हर महीने करने की जरूरत नहीं है. If you want to do it monthly, do it monthly. I'm not saying don't do it, but if you don't have the resources to do it 1 month, there is no penalty. So we are trying to make it very flexible for the user to go ahead and do this. This is a 4-step process. मैंने कहा 10 मिनट लगते हैं. और कस्टमर को आधार के साथ KYC हो जाती है. उसके बाद we can mark lien on your mutual fund on shares in that same process, and then we do an e-signing. The whole process is about a 10-minute process. We now have about 300 customers, and people have been doing this from their homes, have been doing this from their offices, from their mobiles. It's a very simple process. Anybody who has shares in mutual funds is eligible. आपके पास आपने कहाँ से लिए थे, कौन आपका ब्रोकर है, इसका कोई मतलब नहीं. हमने ब्रोकर्स के ऊपर एक लेवल होता है ऑफ कॉल्ड रजिस्ट्रीज, हमने उनके साथ टाई अप कर लिया डायरेक्टली. तो आपका कौन ब्रोकर है, कौन एडवाइजर है, कौन डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर है, इज डजंट मैटर टू अस. आपके म्यूचुअल फंड डीमैट में, फिजिकल में, दैट आल्सो डजंट मैटर टू. वी आर एबल टू गिव लोन्स अगेंस्ट ऑल ऑफ दैट. 2 जगह जहां हम लोन नहीं दे सकते, एक जो ELSS म्यूचुअल फंड्स होते हैं, जो लॉक इन होता है जिनका 3 साल का, देयर वी कांट, बिकॉज दैट आपने लिया ही. ELSS इज फॉर टैक्स सेविंग, सो वी आर नॉट अलाउड टू गिव लोन्स अगेंस्ट दैट. एंड CDSL में आवर जर्नी इज अ लिटिल लॉन्गर, बिकॉज CDSL अभी ऑनलाइन लियन मार्किंग अलाउ नहीं कर रहा है. We have the highest LTV in the industry against mutual funds. If they are equity or hybrid mutual funds, we are giving 65%. For debt, we are giving 75%. For Nifty 50 shares, we are giving 60%. And for 600 other shares, we are giving about 50%. This is some मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन मैंने कहा मिनिमम अमाउंट 15,000 अब मैक्सिमम 1 करोड़। हम जो ओरिजिनल टेन्योर रखते हैं 1 साल का रखते हैं, बट विद एन ऑटो रिन्यूअल। सो आफ्टर 1 ईयर योर अगर आपको और देर पैसा रखना है यू कैन कीप द मनी गोइंग। हमने ये इंटरेस्ट ओनली का प्रोडक्ट क्यों बनाया? अगर मैं आपकी जैसे 8% फ्लैट इंटरेस्ट के साथ EMI बनाऊं 1 लाख रुपए के ऊपर, तो वो आपकी साल की EMI महीने की EMI बनती है 9,000 रुपए की। अगर मैं हमारा जो इंटरेस्ट ओनली प्रोडक्ट इज दैट 16%, उसके साथ अगर मैं सिर्फ इंटरेस्ट ओनली प्रोडक्ट बनाऊं तो उसका महीने का कैश आउटफ्लो बनता है 1,334 रुपए। सो यू कैन इमेजिन दैट देयर इज अ मंथली, आपके सिर के ऊपर तलवार नहीं लटकी हुई फॉर द एक्स्ट्रा 7,666। नो आपने आपके पास पैसे आ गए, आपको कुछ बोनस आया, सैलरी आई, यू कैन ऑलवेज रीपे अस। तो उसमें हम कोई एक्स्ट्रा चार्जेस नहीं लेते, बट सर के ऊपर तलवार नहीं लटकी होती। दैट इज द बिग comfort that we have. We charge 2%. We don't charge prepayment charges. Late charges, bounce charges are as per the agreement, and we charge penal अगर आप interest and all time पे नहीं दे। लोग ये पूछते हैं कि जी ये क्या होगा अगर मेरे शेयर के प्राइसेस ऊपर नीचे चले गए? तो अगर आपके शेयर के प्राइसेस 10 या म्यूचुअल फंड की प्राइसेस 10% के अंदर रहते हैं, 10% से कम गिरते हैं, वी आर कम्युनिकेटिंग टू यू डेली। हम अगर वो ऊपर जा रहा है नीचे जा रहा है, हम आपको रोज व्हाट्सएप मैसेजेस से बताते रहेंगे। बट अगर वो 10% से कम गिरा है तो आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है। यू आर फाइन, यू आर सेफ टू प्ले। अगर आपका 10% से ज्यादा गिर गया है, देन वी रिक्वेस्ट यू टू गिव अस अ स्मॉल एडिशनल अमाउंट टू ब्रिंग योर LTV बैक टू द ओरिजिनल लेवल। अगर आप वो नहीं करते हैं तो हम आपको बार बार नोटिसेस देते हैं, वी ट्राई टू वर्क विद यू, बट अल्टीमेटली इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू मेंटेन योर सिक्योरिटी, we will sell part of the security only to get back to our original LTV. So आपकी majority of your investment will remain intact and we will only sell a small part. अगर आपकी शेयर की प्राइसेस बढ़ रही हैं and we will offer you an additional credit limit. अगर आपको और पैसे चाहिए उसके अगेंस्ट, you can always borrow more against that. Sir, I'm about to end, but just very quickly, some of our benefits, आपको लॉन्ग टर्म शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन्स नहीं लगता। जब आप बेचोगे अपने म्यूचुअल फंड या शेयर्स, आपको लॉन्ग टर्म शॉर्ट टर्म कैपिटल गेन लगेगा। इन आवर केस दैट इज नॉट द केस। इमीडिएट लिक्विडिटी ऐसे 2 घंटे में आपको पैसे आपके अकाउंट में आ जाएंगे। आपने लेट्स से हमें 10 लाख के शेयर दे दिए, हमने आपकी 6.5 लाख रुपए की लिमिट सेटअप कर दी। इट डजंट मीन दैट यू हैव टू विड्रॉ द मनी। यू कैन थिंक ऑफ इट लाइक अ लिमिट। जब आपको चाहिए आप उसमें से निकालिए, जब आपको चाहिए उसमें से आप वापस डाल सकते हैं। वी are also flexible that you want to, let's say you want to sell some of those shares, we will reduce your limit. Any of this is possible. So think of it as an additional pool of money available to you against your investments. We do not have a CIBIL check. So अगर आप सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड हैं, स्मॉल बिजनेस ओनर हैं, या यू हैव अ प्रॉब्लम विद योर क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री, we are agnostic to it. We don't even do a CIBIL check. We'll be happy to still lend to you. Like I said, no prepayment charges. तो जब आपको पैसे वापस करने आप करिए। अगर आपकी LTV मेंटेन हो रही है, अगर आपको रखने हैं पैसे आप रखिए, हमें कोई उसमें प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। This is it, sir, from my side. I'm happy to take questions. I'm happy to clarify things that may be needed.
Thank you so much, Deepit sir, for a very detailed, interesting, and insightful presentation on loan against shares and mutual funds. I hope all of you must have gained a lot of information and insights about loan against your shares and mutual funds.
Now we will start the QA sessions. You may please write down your questions in the chat box and we will take the questions one by one.
Yeah, so
He
Deepit, yeah, please, you can write the questions. Deepit sir, I would like a lot of people really do not understand the entire process in terms of how it happens. And the most important part of it is no, the leaning that is done, right? It is important to understand that what that it means, and still they will have the complete control in terms of getting bonus shares, dividends. So if you can explain more on that, that what is that leaning process, that would be helpful for the people seeking this
सर
leaning.
आप सिंपली ये सोचिए कि उस शेयर के जो सारे बेनिफिट हैं वो आपके पास ही है, चाहे वो बोनस हो, चाहे वो डिविडेंड हो, चाहे वो अप्रिसिएशन हो, चाहे स्प्लिट हो, कुछ भी हो, यू आर द ओनर। आपके ही डीमैट अकाउंट में रहते हैं वो शेयर। आई वांट दिस टू बी वेरी क्लियर टू पीपल that when you open your demat account, you will still see those shares or mutual funds in your account only. They don't move to our account. It is just that उनके ऊपर एक लॉक लग जाता है कि आप उनको बेच नहीं सकते, हमें पैसे दिए बगैर। बट उसकी जो भी बेनिफिट है आपको ही मिलेगा। अब आप ये सोचिए सर, आपने मेरे को 2 लाख के म्यूचुअल फंड दिए और आपको उसके अगेंस्ट मैंने आपको 1 लाख रुपए दे दिया या 1.5 लाख रुपए दे दिया। 1 लाख रुपए के ऊपर आपको मेरे को या तो 8% देना है या 16% देना है, बट जो अप्रिसिएशन आपको मिल रही है वो 2 लाख पे मिल रही है। So even if you take a normal gain of 10%, 11%, 12%, तो आपको इक्विवेलेंट आपको 2 लाख 24% का गेन मिल रहा है और आपको देना सिर्फ 16% है। So you are in fact using money without having to pay any interest also, if you look at it in that scenario.
Correct, correct.
And sir, we are RBI regulated. So obviously we can't touch your mutual fund or shares without there being a default. So, and touch wood, sir, abhi tak we have not had to take anybody's shares or mutual funds. Sir. We're very lucky that way.
Yeah, I think if people understand this product very well, so they can manage things in a manner that that situation never arises, right? And probably you can also help them in terms of how they can manage it, right? So that no, you don't get into that kind of situation.
Absolutely, sir. We haven't built to sell the mutual fund or shares. We have built this product to help people get money when they need the money, and they can also enjoy the benefit of appreciation. So हम तो लोगों को ये कहते हैं कि आप प्लीज ध्यान से पैसा लीजिए, स्टूडेंटली पैसा लीजिए। हम ये नहीं पूछते कि आप पैसा कहाँ लगा रहे हैं, बट वी आर होपिंग दैट यू आर एक्चुअली हैव अ proper use for it, and you are very careful in if you are reinvesting it into the market.
Exactly. इसमें सर एक और भी चीज जो रहती है दीपेश जी, जो
Sir,
you
I
have
can't
explained to
hear
us.
you, sir.
Now my voice is coming.
I'm not sure if others can.
We can hear, sir.
We are able to hear.
Mukesh, I can't hear you.
Okay, Monica, if you can ask the question, that is, there is one question.
Yes, sir. So there's a question coming up.
Just one second, sir.
Yeah, can we trade in the account like
I
while?
think Monica ji, Deepit is not able to hear to us.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
So, sir, there's a question coming up like, can a person trade in their account while they have taken the loan?
Ma'am, so you can trade with the money you get.
Okay.
And some of our clients are doing that, but but you cannot sell the underlying security that you have given to us.
Okay.
So हमारे जैसे so I'll tell you what some of our clients are doing. Some of our clients, for example, हर आदमी ये कहता है कि यार मेरे पास एक लॉन्ग टर्म पोर्टफोलियो है और एक मेरी ट्रेडिंग पोर्टफोलियो है। तो वो क्या करते हैं, वो कहते हैं जी लॉन्ग टर्म पोर्टफोलियो तो मैंने बेचना नहीं है, तो मैं लॉन्ग टर्म पोर्टफोलियो को प्लेज कर देता हूँ और उससे जो पैसा मिलेगा उससे मैं ट्रेड करता रहूँ। So that is possible. Ma'am, the whole process, Simi Gupta has asked a question, how much time does it take to sanction the loan amount? Ma'am, the whole process, including sanctioning, is done in less than 10 minutes. And the disbursal happens in 4 hours. The sanctioning is a real-time process. It's fully technology-driven. It's nothing, कोई आपको formal sanction and all नहीं आएगी. आप जब वेबसाइट पे हैं, आप जब हमें बताएंगे कि आपके पास क्या शेयर्स हैं, हम आपको इमीडिएटली उसका अमाउंट बता देंगे, आप उसको एक्सेप्ट करेंगे और इमीडिएटली हम उसका प्रोसेस आगे बढ़ा देंगे. It all happens within 10 minutes.
Okay.
दीपित जी, एक और भी इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जो प्रोसेस जो है आपका, इसमें स्क्रीनिंग जो होता है कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड स्टॉक्स यू आर हैविंग, राइट? So there is a process of screening the stocks and mutual fund which are eligible under the scheme and which are not, right? So if you can reflect upon that also, that will also help people to really understand, they may be having multiple stocks and mutual funds, right? But not is everything is eligible. So what is that aspect, and how you inform them that which shares are eligible, which mutual fund is eligible?
So there are two processes, sir, in this. Mutual funds, everything we do, sir.
Okay. Other than ESS.
Other than ELSS. ELSS allowed ही नहीं है, sir.
Right.
हम तो ELSS भी करना चाहते थे, but वो रजिस्ट्री नहीं करना चाहती. हमने कहा था कि भाई हम 3 साल के लिए रख लेंगे, वो यही होएगा ना इससे ज्यादा. तो वो, but
Correct.
they don't want to do it. The registry doesn't want to do it, so we are not being able to do it. Sir, we have a list of about 650 shares, which are the Nifty 50 plus 600 other shares.
Okay.
This list is available with Amit, and he can provide that. हमारे सिस्टम में क्या होता है, सर? Automatically, if you mark a lien against shares which are not on the approved list, it automatically only calculates the amount of the loan amount based on the approved share, and doesn't even mark a pledge on the unapproved shares.
Okay.
तो unapproved आपके free रहते हैं और approved पे आपका loan amount calculate होके हम आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. So there was a question on the chat. Sorry, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, इसमें एक और भी चीज था कि क्या होता है ना कि जैसे आपका जो पूरा लोन सैंक्शन हुआ है वो that is on the basis of multiple shares and mutual fund that you may be holding, right? What happens is
Right.
that one of the stocks may be like what is we are seeing in the current situation, right? Few of the stocks probably who are in your list and who got sanctioned, but they have fallen say 30%, 40% down. But overall,
Sir, we look at a portfolio level LTV.
Yeah, so that is very important that it is not stock specific, but rather than portfolio specific.
Yes, it is not stock specific, sir. It is portfolio specific, and yes, we are very clear that when we calculate the 10% buffer by your initial portfolio LTV. So let's say आपने मेरे को कुछ 50% के कर दिए, कुछ 60% के कर दिए, कुछ 65% के कर दिए. आपका initial LTV आया 57%, just as an example. तो मैं उस 57 के 67 होने तक कुछ नहीं करूँगा.
Right.
It's a portfolio level. So अगर आपका एक stock भी गिर रहा है, you can continue holding on to it. We have no problem. However,
Right.
if you want to sell it, we are happy that you repay us a small amount so that you can release those shares and then we can help you sell it.
Yeah, Deepit ji, ये बहुत important है कि there is a flexibility to an extent where you can sell off some shares if you want to, and probably again like manage the overall loan sanction amount.
Correct. So that's why I'm saying, sir, कि आप थोड़ा सा जो भी वो corresponding amount है, वो लोन प्रीपे करके अपने जो शेयर गिर रहे हैं या आपको ठीक नहीं लग रहे हैं, वो आप रिलीज करा लीजिए और फिर आप उसको बेच लीजिए.
और ये भी हो सकता है दीपित जी कि सपोज आपके पास और भी शेयर है, you have not gone for pledging all the entire lot, right? So
हाँ,
you
तो
can
आप करिए सर.
exchange.
Yeah, you can exchange.
Yeah.
Correct.
I think that gives a lot of flexibility to the investors. And
तो आप पहले एडिशनल शेयर प्लेज कर दीजिए और फिर हमें रिक्वेस्ट करके पुराने वाले अनलियन करवा दीजिए.
so there one more question. What is the process of unmarking of pledge?
So, sir, in case you are closing the loan, then within 24 hours, we release the shares of the closing of the loan. And in case you want to do an in-between thing, जैसे हम अभी बात कर रहे थे, that also takes 24 hours from the time you either lien additional units or you repay me a certain amount. So 24 hours.
Yeah, and another question is there, how much value of my profile will be taken into consideration?
Sir, I'll be इसको मैं if you don't mind हिंदी में जवाब दूंगा
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
कि
सर।
सर आप सर हम काले चोर को भी पैसे दे देंगे as long as उसके शेयर और म्यूचुअल फंड ठीक है. So Anmol ji, that is why we don't even do a civil score, because our philosophy is very clear, sir. We are taking a bet on the underlying asset and not on the person.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, so before some more questions comes, I would like to add on to what Mr. Deepit Singh ji have said, that this product is very, very good for people who are not able to take loans because of the eligibility issues like business loan, personal loan, and the loan that you take on the basis of your shares and mutual funds, right, can be used for any purpose. So there is no like it is not a
Correct.
personal loan. Yeah.
सर हम ये यूज केस भी काफी देख रहे हैं where small business owners जिनको लोन बैंक से नहीं मिल रहा है, let's say there's a small shop owner or a small fabrication shop, but he has investments in his own profile, so he takes money in his personal account and then uses it as working capital in the business also. We are seeing that use case also. Sir, prepayment is when you want, as you want, however much you want. Anmol ji. We have no prepayment penalty. आपको जब पैसे वापस करने हैं, आपने आज लेके कल देने हैं मेरे को, आप कल दे दीजिए वापस, मैं ले लूं.
Okay. So
और
what is
आपसे
the
एक पैसा नहीं चार्ज करूं.
prepayment process? थोड़ा सा आप बता देंगे दीपेश जी. जैसे suppose I want to prepay, so what is
हाँ
the
जी सर.
process involved?
Sir, we have a customer dashboard. You can log in with your mobile and OTP and you can just repay there. We have an integration with Razorpay. आपको बैंक ट्रांसफर करना है, आपको यूपीआई करना है, आपको जो करना है आप वहां से कर दीजिए. That's it.
Yeah. No, I think this is a great thing in terms of the flexibility that it offers in terms of prepayment, in terms of the way you want to manage your interest and the principal payout. And the most important thing, Deepit Singh ji, why this product is very, very important is to allow those people to get finances who are not eligible because of the personal loan, business loan, any kind of eligibility criteria, right?
Correct.
This for a larger population in India, which suffers because they do not have a regular income also, right?
Correct. I fully agree with you, sir. But sir, even these people, good part is Mukesh ji, that even these people are now saving. Now, when they are saving, after that, when they need money, they shouldn't have to liquidate all their savings.
Correct.
आज की डेट में आपके पास कोई स्मॉल शॉप ओनर है, लेट्स से कानपुर में, जिसने जोड़ के 5 लाख रुपए के म्यूचुअल फंड इकट्ठे करें एसआईपी के थ्रू. अब उसको कोई हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन की जरूरत है, कोई डोमेस्टिक इशू है, कुछ भी इशू हो सकता है. अगर वो अपना म्यूचुअल फंड आज उसके पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है एक्सेप्ट टू सेल हिज म्यूचुअल फंड. अगर वो ये उसके अगेंस्ट लोन ले सकता है, एटलीस्ट उसका सेविंग साइकिल तो नहीं खराब होता ना.
Exactly. And maybe especially when the markets are good and there are good growth prospects, and then you have to sell at that time. Maybe like it is not the best time, but you don't have an option. And,
you don't have an option.
And the important thing is the kind of flexibility.
हम तो लोगों को ये कह रहे हैं कि देखिए, this is an option. आपको बेचना है, आप बेच तो सकते ही हो.
Right.
But this is an option that is an additional liquidity option for you.
Yeah. So there's another question is, what is the prepayment policy? You have reflected upon it if you want to add to that.
And sir, prepayment, I say that it's anytime, anywhere, any amount.
Yeah. Any further questions, audience? If you have, please add. Mr. Deepit is here with us. So this is a very, very fantastic product, and that is why Nishkaera was very keen to add this product. Though we have all kinds of loans with us, but we all, as a company, also realize that a lot of people, because a lot of people come to us for personal loan, business loan, and those kinds of things, right? Which is the loan amount is not that big, but they're not getting it because of multiple eligibility criteria being pushed into the system, right? So even if those financial companies and banks want to give it, but they have set criteria like CIBIL score, how many loans it is running. So those a lot of people don't get that loan. And again, if you are eligible for those loans, right, this is another product that is available to you, right? So you can think over it, like which is the best step for you, kind of flexibility that it offers. As Deepit Singh ji has said, that there is a great option of only paying interest. Now that what it allows is that then matlab, every month the amount that will go away from you will be very limited, right? So that means that the loan amount that you will require would be can be controlled to a lower level, right? Plus your shares and the mutual funds, you can always increase it, decrease it, as Mr. Deepit Singh ji have said. It is very flexible in terms of if you want to sell off some shares because of the market condition or some of the mutual funds. And if you have other investments available with you, then you can just switch off, switch on all those things, right? And the most beautiful part of it is completely digital, right? You don't have to go anywhere. Yeah.
Correct. आपको घर से निकलने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Right, right. So we have found, Deepit Singh ji, that this product is really developed considering a lot of people's requirement, finance requirement, right? And people should understand this and use this product whenever required. Your assets always remains with you. You have all kinds of great flexibility in terms of managing the loan that you will take, right? And then you are also giving prepayment without any kind of charges, right? So
Correct, correct.
that
Sir, we are very customer focused, sir. Our product has been designed to give customers the convenience and the optionality that they require, sir.
Yeah. So I would suggest that who are the audiences today, it is a very simple way of getting this loan. You can just visit Nishkaera website. There's a dedicated page for Abhiloans, right? And you have to just click. A few of the details are required. The linkage doesn't take much of time, and within the same day, the company is going to give you the money. That is, something which can actually take care of any kind of urgency that you are in. As Deepit Singh have said, that it is not going to be a long process. Once your details are okay, and whether it is as per the requirement, the KYC is done, then the company can even give you within 4 hours, right? Which means
breakfast पे apply करो और lunch तक ले जाओ, sir.
Yes, yes. So yeah, so and plus the beauty of it is that आपको कोई भी loan अभी जैसे पैसे की जरूरत है, right? You just need it now, so you don't have to really call your friends and ask them that give me some money. आप आज ले लीजिए, 4 दिन बाद पैसा आता है, you can prepay. So Deepit Singh जी मना भी नहीं करेंगे आपको. So that kind of,
नहीं मना करेंगे, sir.
Yeah, so that kind of product is there with you, and हमारे पास पैसा होता है बहुत बार, लेकिन फंसा हुआ होता है. We cannot just take it out. आपके पास assets होंगे, घर होंगे, but you cannot just sell them in a second or in a minute, right? But here is a product, right, which doesn't need your CIBIL score, which doesn't need the details like how many loans you have already taken, right? All those things are not required. There are situations when you are not working. You have assets with you, you have investment with you, but you are not working. You can't take a personal loan in India until unless you have a salary slips and bank statements, right? So these products actually take care of all those things. And we believe that this is a great product Deepit Singh ji and the team has developed, right? And we are with them in terms of taking this product and its benefits to the people at large. And whatever questions you have as a audiences later on, when if you want to invest, you want to use this facility for loans, you can connect with our team and we'll be happy to give you more information on that. There's a feedback form also that is there in the chat. You can give your feedback. You can put your questions also in that feedback form so that we can take those questions to Mr. Deepit Singh and his team, and we'll be happy to revert with our answers on that. Yeah, Monica, if you can take it from here.
So in Monica, just a sec.
Yes.
Deepit ji, just one more thing I would like to understand, because there is a 4-hour or 5-hour kind of a thing, breakfast to lunch kind of a thing. So is it going to applicable only on the working days or something like that? Because usually banks and typical financial institutions give you loans only on the working days, not available on Saturdays.
तो आपका आंसर मैं ये बोलूं कि अगर आप रात को ड्रिंक खत्म करके अप्लाई करेंगे तो ब्रेकफास्ट तक हम आपको दे देंगे.
That makes sense. That's great. That's great. Yeah. So there is a lot. There's a flexibility also. That means anybody can apply any day, 24/7 kind of a thing.
Absolutely. That's the idea.
Perfect. Perfect. That's really great. Yeah,
Great.
Monica, please.
Thank you.
Great, sir. Thank you, audience, for your active participation. We hope that you find the session insightful. However, if you have any further queries, you may write to us at monica@nishkaera.com. And myself, Monica, on behalf of Nishkaera, I would like to extend our thanks to distinguished speaker, Mr. Deepit from Abhiloans, for taking his time and joining us in the webinar and for helping us in understanding the products in much detail. This was an outstanding session and enlightened our participants. And I
Thank
would
you,
like
Monica.
to call upon Mr. Mukesh Vijayvargiya for a vote of thanks to the participants.
Yeah, I myself found this session again very informative. Deepit Singh ji, we have earlier discussed also, but this is again going to help us also as a team. And I would like to thank you for developing this product first of all, and the entire Abhiloans team, right, for joining us for this learning session, which is part of our financial awareness drive also, right? And this is just the beginning. And I thank all the audiences for coming on a Saturday weekend time and give us an air to make you aware of this product. All these informations are available on our Nishkaera website also and on Abhiloans website also. We would be happy to serve you, to help you in your financial requirement whenever it comes, right? And we will also take feedbacks from you in terms of any improvement on the product side, on the service side, to make it a more robust product in future. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you Deepit Singh ji. Thank you Amit, Vidit and everybody at Abhiloans also to make it a very successful and a smooth webinar. And we'll keep working on this to bring more such webinars for our audiences in future also. Thank you so much everybody.
Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, Mukesh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And again,
Thank
I
you,
would
sir.
like to
Thank you.
thank our team for their hard work in organization
Thank
and
you.
planning this event. Without their dedication and efforts, this webinar would not have been possible. Thank you once again for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
everybody.
you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody.
Thanks, sir. Thanks.